am Tenikca with Hits with the Misses, and where we talk here all things home education, lactation, and all the mama musings. Today, we are talking about planning for the summer educationally. So, this is for those who school year round. This is for those who don't want to prevent that, who want to prevent the summer slide, which is where during the summer your child kind of loses a bit of the knowledge they've gotten throughout the school year. Want to start making sure their kids do like something educationally and not just watching all of everything, or I don't even know. So we are very loose year-round homeschoolers, and I say that because my children require like a schedule and need to know what's coming next and what is happening, and for that to be pretty regular in order for them to thrive and feel safe. So it would be extremely difficult on all of us if I just didn't do anything all summer and then tried to like, we're back to school, it's learning time, we're here again, and it would not flow. So what I do is I significantly decrease the amount of learning time because I do believe in like a summer, and I make a different schedule for us, and then we have aids for that. So we use a lot of visual and a lot of like vocal reminders. So we have a visual schedule. And so and what I did to create the visual schedule, I went to clip art, put the images in Illustrator, typed under them, made them the same size. I kind of dabble in graphic design, so that was easy for me. Depending on what OS you have, you can use lots of other things. You can use Keynote if you have Macs or an iPhone. Okay, you can use Publisher or PowerPoint. I think that's what Microsoft uses. You can use those things, or even just like apps on your phone, like Canva or whatever, to create something like this if you feel like it would help your children and your family. So the visual schedule we have has like the day. So you wake up, make beds, like the whole day, not just school lessons, okay? So there are things that we're adding in the summer that's not there, or new things like our morning baskets. I recently started having my children, after they did morning manipulatives and had a snack, I had them do 10 minutes of just like quiet reading to just prepare everyone that we're about to go into learning time. And that helped me like go through my lessons for the day, come down from whatever, and also prepare myself. So it wasn't this like super quick transition. We had a tiny break. So I put that on our visual schedule as well. And then it's summertime, so we are going to be at the pool, okay? So we do that. I have made a schedule as well. When I posted on my social media, I got a lot of responses. I'm redoing my website now, and I will have that template available when I get my website. Sorry it's taking so long. Hashtag mom life. But I made a schedule, and I am very, very, very type A, and I kind of just feel like if I don't know what's coming next, like I'm supposed to be doing, am I forgetting something? And my children feed off of that. It's not healthy. And also, like I said, they need a schedule. So, like, if I don't know, they are, like, fraying at the ends. Like, and then I can prep them. Okay, now it's time to wake up. Did you make your bed? Yes, great. Let's, go downstairs and have breakfast. If not, make your beds and then meet me downstairs as we have breakfast. Okay, what do we do after breakfast? That type of thing. And then also making sure, like, we're getting things done. And that I'm not relying on like a 30-minute show or whatever. I feel like our best days are when I am really invested in them for their waking hours. and just give to them and know what they are doing, they respond better. They are more apt to change because I can prep them, and I'm just a much more positive parent that way, which is the goal. So I make schedules, whatever. So I also make summer learning goals, and if you saw the quick video that I posted before, I track their goals and progress throughout the year. That helps me determine like what we need to work on, and that helps me pick out curriculum for next year. And so they made amazing gains, like more than I planned for, exceeded so many goals. Like this was like a whoop year, and I don't want to lose that. So I made this as well, which I will also post the template for those who want to like get started from my website. I did this in Illustrator. But so for James, I noticed like a decrease in his lowercase b and d and lowercase p and q fluency. Like, I guess towards the end of the year, so April-ish, he just got really. But on the flip side, like his reading and blending was increasing, and so I don't want that to be a hindrance. So we're gonna work on that. I also got some Moffitt Girls like sight word things, ones he knows. I don't want to lose that, and so we're gonna work on those rhyming skills. That's something we worked on all year, and it's just not quite hitting. So we're gonna hit that one hard. And syllable counting. I took a course in basically teaching children how to read, and counting syllables is one of them. So we're gonna do that. Like I said, the CVC segmenting and blending, we're doing that because he just took off with it. And again, I don't want to lose that. And then I also want to introduce web-based learning. So we're not at the computer to play. This isn't a game. There are rules and etiquette for safety and things like that I want to introduce in the summer. And then, so I have written down what I want to do, but I also have the resources that we're going to use for that. So I'm not flailing and falling. I put all of these things in their learning bin, right there, okay? And we can go about it. Sorry if learning bin was new to you. I will link that video below so you can know what I'm talking about. And then I did the same thing for June, okay? So, and I did it kind of subject by subject, even though our learning time is going to be super short. I broke it down so just so like I know how to plan. Also, we are starting morning baskets. I'm really excited about it. I think the kids will like it. So the reason I started to do this, sorry, getting comfortable. The reason I decided to like jump down the morning basket hole was because we were doing morning manipulatives, which was like our fun toys, if you will. Not fun toys, I guess more based learning toys. So Magnetiles, Mr. Potato Head, dramatic play things. But it just got old really fast. Like, after you do Magnetiles 2 or 3 times a week, like, it just got old, okay? And so I was just like, we need something new. I didn't want more, like, of that type of stuff in the house. Like, it's expensive, it's loud. I thought about then just, like, I don't know, losing my mind and buying a whole bunch of Montessori stuff, but, like, the way my budget is set up, no. So then I went back to their learning styles, their interests, and the things I wanted them to like do and learn during that time. And then their occupational and speech therapy goals as well, okay? And I mashed all that up and got things to go in a morning basket. I made a video for that. I was on my Instagram, and because I didn't know what I was doing. So my Instagram is linked below. Feel free to watch that. leave me a comment with some tips and tricks. And then I also have a basket that's behind me of like things I will rotate out. And I will just, my plan is to make those extremely inexpensive and low, like uh, low maintenance and setup as we go through the year. So we are going to introduce that. So we will meet some of those goals through that, and then through our summer learning items. So to plan, I'm sorry, y'all. That was a very long intro. We're gonna speed through the rest of this. Okay. So to plan, you need your actual planner. This is my pen pouch. Sorry. You need your actual planner, like your day-to-day agenda or whatever, or if you use a wall calendar or a iCal, Google Cal, whatever. However you know what you're doing on whatever day, get that out. You need, if you make summer learning focuses or if you have them on hand and you were just it and on it, and you don't need this written down because your brain still works. Mine does not. My children took all of my knowledge. Have that handy. And then whatever you are going to use to like write or plan this down. If it's the back of a receipt, if you got a composition notebook, if you made your own planner, if you have a summer plan printable you found somewhere, or if you're just going to continue with your lesson planner. This is not the lesson planner I will be doing next year, and I have a review of it and everything in another video that will be linked below. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so you're going to need all of those things. Get those. Pause this now. Get all those. Oh, y'all, I forgot the most important thing. Pencils, which is what I'll be using with sturdy, strong erasers or an erasable pen, okay? Or listen, just get something you can erase with, all right? That's how I roll. Or again, if you know pen is your jam and some whiteout, you do that too. Grab those things, come back and meet me here, and we are gonna plan for the summer, y'all. Let's do it. All right, so we got all of our supplies and we are ready to go. I start with my actual planner. We are gonna see what's going on, how it's rolling. So on Wednesdays is when we typically do nature study. We are a part of a great wild and free group. And I have why we were doing nature study in my science video. I will link that playlist of like all of our curriculum below too. So we typically do nature study. And that has really helped me kind of be able to implement and explore those things in our house and learning and all of that stuff. So that's what we typically do on Wednesdays. Also, for like that first month of the summer, we are taking a break from OT, which will be new to all of us. So that like 2-ish hour block that we had on Thursday mornings will now need to be filled with something else. Like we can't just stand around and look at each other, okay? And also like it's summertime, y'all. Like we gonna do stuff. We're gonna go places. We're gonna see things like blueberry picking, which means we can do all sorts of things with those blueberries. We're gonna do, play dates. And I'm looking through my planner now to see this. And just like they're like homeschool like schedules, okay? So you know you're gonna have to switch stuff around on the day, okay? That's why I did that. Then you got the lesson planner. We got erasable writing utensils, and I am so passionate about this because y'all, look at this. Look at this. It's written in pen. It's written very sloppy. It's a mess. I don't like it, and I can't erase it. It's where we are. In this, that was self-inflicted, okay? So I'm not going to let you do that, all right? So we have that. We have what we're going to do, and then we have the learning focuses. So that first week, because that is when we are starting morning baskets, I took like the learning, we're just taking that a little slower. So we're introducing morning cards. Well, I'm also going to introduce the verse cards. So if you look at what we're we're learning in Bible. I'm using Tiny Theologians, and they have like a lot of cards, um, and so which is new to all of us, but those cards are amazing. I love them. We are going to use them for sure. But I also got these Bible verse cards from Baby Devotions because we started, again, I'll link that playlist below, but we started a Holy Moly video series. But I also in the summer just want to start like Bible verses and like repeating those and like kind of having that be in our hearts to hold and show through our actions. So we're going to introduce that next week with the morning baskets, and then we are just going to kind of do like use manipulatives to review things. So we have these this manipulative where it's dogs, and it has like an initial letter, and then like the first one will be an H, and the last one will be OG. But then on the other side will be a B. So you can like put the dog head on different ways, and it makes a different word. So it would be like hog or bog. And the way we do that is because they're matched by color. So I will have Jude match the colors, give it to James. James will put it together, sound out the word. Got it? Okay. We will do that. And some magnetic letters. So Jude, I will, ask him the letter, and then I will ask James to think of a word that starts with that letter. I'm also, I don't know why, but like homeschooling two children at the same time really terrifies me. Like I see these wonderful videos of moms who have like 8 kids at a table and life's just great. I don't know about that. So I'm trying to train myself to have things for both of them and like backup stuff if that doesn't work. I also want to work on ordinal numbers. So we will be doing that with James and counting with Jude, which I don't have written down. So I'm going to put that in with Jude. So, and I don't know why I mixed things up here like that. I can't erase now. So that should be on a Thursday. But on Wednesday, like I said, that's typically our major study day, and we like go with a group. And this is why you need to have your schedule out. On this Wednesday, we won't be able to make it. But I told myself, like, you're doing nature study on Wednesday. So just because you can't go with this group does not mean that you cannot hit your own backyard and find out what nature is back there. So we are just going to go back there, find things that we see in the summer. I want them to, maybe like get imprints of leaves or not sketch, that sounds very technical, but maybe like draw a flower, talk about the parts of a flower, all that stuff. That is what we are gonna do. And when I say our learning time is super short, like I'm 40 minutes to an hour max, okay? And we're just, everything is gonna be quick hit, okay? Which is why we're only doing either something each thing is gonna take 10, 15 minutes, or we're going to do one thing that's going to take about 30 minutes and like Bible and some review, because that is all we're doing. So, and also a lot of our electives, we are not doing structurally. Well, I don't want to say electives, but like social studies, Black history, which is not an elective. That's a core subject for us. We aren't doing as, heavy in the summer. We will still have books. We will, if they have questions, like I will still remind them of things. Like teaching always happens. I'm just saying it's not going to be structured. All right. So that is for the next week. So then I'm going to compare this to our learning goals. Okay. So I'm working on ordinal numbers. I got 3D shape recognition, and I got time cards in the morning baskets. All right, people, let's do this. Here we go. Oh, and for Jude, like I got shape cards and color cards. Okay, so The next week, I'm going to break out kind of like the new things in our learning event. And we are going to start with those Explode the Code workbooks. Okay? Again, y'all, I thought I was being smart. I wasn't thinking. Right, wrote in here. We are not starting Explode the Code and Learning Without Tears on the same week. We're not doing that. It's going to take too much time. Okay? It's going to be a little overwhelming. And I'm going to have a lot, like, I'm going to have to go through a lot of the teacher manuals of Learning Without Tears, which hasn't even arrived yet because I wasn't smart enough to order it at one time. So, no, we're just scratch that right on out. Okay? So we are starting our Explode the Code books, and we are just going to do that. I even wrote that on Wednesday, y'all. Wednesday is nature study. Y'all, I was going through it, okay? Scratch that out, okay? So we are going to do that Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. We're going to do Explode the Code then, so that's one thing. And then we're going to so the next week, I will probably switch it up a little bit, okay? So I will start those syllable cards for James. And then we would do that Monday and Tuesday. And then nature study is on Wednesday. So I will take those rhyming cards with us, and we will do like just those in the car, okay? Pause. Also, I found these learning songs. I don't know if y'all have Spotify or Apple Music, or even Amazon Music through Amazon Prime. We have Spotify and Amazon Prime. And we also have like voice controlled devices. So I found these learning songs, addition, subtraction, Bible songs, just stuff like that I am going to play during these times. Okay? So I just want to. James has all three learning styles, and both of them kind of need a multisensory input to learn. And I have not done, like, we listen to music all the time. We love music. Listen, there ain't a dance party that we will miss. Okay, that's just not happening. But I have not used that for like learning, which is odd. I know. Okay. But I'll do it for all types of therapy stuff, all whatever. I have not done it for learning. So we are going to try that too. Okay. I just want to tell you that because that wasn't written down on my resources page because I just figured that out last night. Anyway, so we will do those rhyming cards in the car. Okay. And then we will probably review ordinal numbers too, somehow in nature, like first, second, third, just like super basic. Okay. Sorry, I had to think about it. And I think this. Hold on, let me get my dates right. I don't know. So the next the next nature study, the lady who hosted is having a play date, and she lives like right next to this greenway where there's all types of stuff, and she has like this outdoor mud pitching, which I think will be hard for my kids initially, especially James. He is not a seeker, he is an avoider, and whatever, but that is why we are going. Okay, we're going to try it. We are going to see, and we're just going to try to make it work for us for as long as we can make it work. So for that day, like, I'm going to ask him, like, what are the ingredients in mud? Like, that is science, that is vocabulary building, and that's ordinal numbers. So first we have to, second we have to, okay? That's how we're gonna make this work. And I'm saying learning always continues. So we did the syllable cards, the rhyming cards. On Thursday, we will probably just do like a syllable game, where we'll each take a turn picking something and clap out the syllables and find that. And then also do a rhyming word game. And Jude probably won't even get the concepts, but he will be very happy to like participate and like do these things. Okay, so syllable and rhyming games. And on Fridays we don't do school, and it turns out like for these couple first Fridays I have like things planned, like fun play dates and all that stuff. But on Thursday, we are going to a science center. So I probably won't even like pack something for them to do in the car. And if I do, it'll just be like a book, and we'll review that type thing, or listen to those songs, the learning songs that I was talking about in the car. And go from there. And then so at the end of the month, I had a video again about their goals. So I will make their goals, go from there, plan for the next month. That's what I do in the summer. Now, I'll do another video on long-term lesson planning and just getting kind of like mapping a framework for later in the year and going back in and adding those details, okay? But that is how we are planning for the summer. I feel like it is crucial to have what you want to focus on, the resources you are using, your planner, so you know what's going on. Like if you're going on vacation, if you're going to the beach just for the day, like all of that stuff, don't be confused and write it down or whatever. Or if the beach trip is an hour and a half long and you don't necessarily want to watch a movie that entire time, you need to be prepared with other things. Hence the resources you wrote down, okay? So that's what we're doing there. Hope this helps y'all. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, tips for me, because I'm always welcome to those, comment, DM. Again, if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, like it, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.